Welcome to VoIP4Biz back office training. Today's training is how to add a new employee to VoIP4Biz's Cloud PBX. There are 3 steps to adding an employee with VoIP4Biz's back office. The first one is adding an extension. The second step is adding a phone number or DID to your new extension. The last part of adding an employee to VoIP4Biz is adding their voicemail box in service. It's time to log into your back office. So we need to go to www.voip4biz.net, enter your username and password, and log yourself in. Now that we're logged into the back office, it's time to set up your new employee. First thing we need to do is to set up an extension. There are 2 types of extensions that your business can have. One is a cloud extension. That would be used for employees who do not have a physical phone, but yet you want them to have an extension at your business. The most common is our standard extension. That's an extension that is assigned to a telephone on an employee's desk. So let's get started setting up a standard extension. We're in the standard extension detail page. There's 3 sections to this: the extension detail information, the routing and configuration, and the voicemail box. Let's start with the standard extension detail. At this point, you'll assign an extension number, a 3-digit number unique to your employee. In the name, make sure that you spell out the name, first name, last name. You have the choice of what caller ID that you would like to have pushed out from the phone. And you have the E911. So if an employee is working from home, you'll need to put in an address for that. Otherwise, just pull down and click on your business's address. The last thing is seconds to ring. Right now we default at 25, which is about 5 rings before your call will go to voicemail. Now let's go down to routing and configuration. In this, there's 5 different tabs. 3 tabs will be tabs that you, the business, will have ability to work with. Those are call routing, find me, and advance. So let's take a look at call routing first. As you can see, there's 4 different choices that you have. First is almost always phone, which means you're going to have it go to your extension. And again, you have the ring time. If busy, most people want this to go to their voicemail box. So we just put my mailbox. If not answered, this is where we have the ability to put a find me, follow me feature. And if offline, we also have that option for voicemail or find me, follow me, or send it to a different location. Under the Find Me tab, you'll find a ring strategy. We have 2 different options here. One, we have sequential or simultaneously. And then we have our location to ring. As you see, we could have up to 5 different options. But most people just use one, and that's usually your solid number. So how we would do that is click on outside line, put in the phone number, and then check active. It's that simple to set up a Find Me, Follow Me. Just a couple more steps on Find Me, Follow Me. First, we've got ring options to set up. Default is at 20 seconds or about 4 rings. If you'd like this to be longer or shorter, feel free to change this option. Lastly, we have the time settings for your Find Me, Follow Me. You can set this to be up active any time that you would like. Our default is 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. After hours calls are defaulted to go to your voicemail box. Lastly, we have the Advanced tab. This is the tab that will allow you to utilize individual features for individual extensions. Lastly, we need to set up a voicemail box for this standard extension. There's two ways to do this. One, which we're going to do in this example, is to just keep the default as create a new mailbox. In a few minutes, we will go through setting up a voicemail box and setting up recordings within the back office for your employee. After clicking on standard phone numbers, you'll come to a list of all the phone numbers that are assigned to your business. At this point, you'll be able to click on the phone number you want to assign your new employee and just click edit, and that will bring you to the next screen. Now that we've set up a standard extension, it's time to set up a phone number. So we'll go to the left-hand side of our VoIP4Biz back office, and you'll see a tab on the left that says phone numbers. Underneath, you'll see two different types, standard and toll-free. What we want to do here is let's click on a standard phone number. Now that you've assigned the phone number to your new employee, there's just a few more steps we need to take till it becomes active. Starting at the top, we just need to pull down to the state that you're in, the caller ID that's going to be going outbound to the people seeing it, can type that in. Internal presentation, that can be the person's name or department. We leave if holidays, we leave that as just select unless you've decided to have holiday settings. Route to would actually be an extension, and it will come up with the person's extension number on the side. Just pull down. Leave the features for now at default. Click active yes, and carrier zone leave as default. Click save, and you now have an active phone number for your new employee. All right, now we're down to setting up a mailbox. So from the account detail page, we'll go to mailbox on the left and click on standard mailbox. The last step to adding an employee is adding a voicemail box to their extension. As we mentioned before, if you just want to leave default at the first step, well then you're done with setting up your employee. But if you want to send out a fully configured phone to someone in the field, you might want to take these steps coming up. So first, let's click on voicemail box standard, and it'll bring us to the main page with all of your mailbox numbers. Now that we're in the mailbox tab, let's use the extension 101 as an example. In this case, the extension mailbox number is 101. The name for the directory needs to be spelled out completely so the person can be found in your directory. The default password is going to be the extension. It is also here where if someone forgot their password, you can come in as an administrator and reset this to whatever password you wanted. Lastly, we have recordings and greetings that we can download from a WAV file. Now we use at VoIP4Biz Audacity, which is a free recording software online. Feel free to use whatever WAV file converter that you have, and all you need to do with this then is browse, click, and attach, and you'll have your voicemail boxes all set up. The next part of voicemail is your email notification. The first line is the email address that you'd like to have your WAV file sent to. If you do not wish to have a WAV file sent to you, but would like notification, then you may fill in an email address on the second. If you do just the second box, you will not get a WAV file. Lastly, we have the advanced settings. These are individual options for everyone to have on their voicemail system. The biggest one is the hide from directory. If this is checked, then the employee will not be able to be found when someone is dialing for a name. This is important. A lot of owners of businesses, CEOs, CFOs like this feature so people cannot dial in and try to find their extension for sales calls. The delete voicemail is set at 90 days, and this can be changed to whatever preference that you'd like as an individual or a business. And lastly, we have the time zone for which your business resides. Once you've done this, you're done setting up your voicemail.
Congratulations. You've now added a new employee
to your business on
to your
VoIP4Biz
Cloud
PBX.
PBX.
We hope you've enjoyed
This concludes this training.
If you have any
But
questions,
we do
please feel free
appreciate
to
your
contact
business,
your
and we
VoIP4Biz
also
sales
appreciate
rep,
your feedback.
and we thank
So if you have any
for being a
comments,
VoIP4Biz customer.
we'd love to hear from you. Please contact your VoIP4Biz sales rep or email sales@voip4biz.com with any comments that you think might help in other trainings down the road. Again, thank you for being a customer, and we look forward to serving you in the future. Have a great day.